coming off of this past week. Obviously, first bit of kind of true adversity of the season. I don't know if we can count losing to the number 2 team in the country as adversity. So what have you seen from how they've responded to that?
Yeah, the Mo West game was tough just because we definitely didn't look like ourselves when we came out of that game. And to dig as big a hole as we did, we were 2 of 17 to start the game, but defensively we didn't guard the ball. They really spaced us out. But, even in that game, we thought, the last 30 minutes of that game, we got it to within 1. We played well for the rest of that game, but they just scored in crucial spots. And then we go into Emporia where we didn't start out as bad in that first quarter, but we still weren't great in the first quarter. The last couple of minutes, they hit some threes on us, but we just kind of went away from who we were. We gave up threes in transition. One of the best shooters in the conference gets 6 threes off against us, which is just something we don't do, and she makes 5 of them. So, we scored 45 points in the second half and turned it over 1 time. So offensively, I think we made some strides in that game, but got to play better, in all facets and especially defensively.
And just getting into the conference season right now, just where do you kind of see the league? And a lot of teams have really good non-cons, obviously, but I know we've got break coming up from it a little bit, but as we've got these first couple games in, talk about where you're seeing the league.
Yeah, I think the league's pretty open. Obviously Fort Hays is going to be really good with the Player of the Year coming back, and 2 first-team all-conference type kids. That definitely makes a difference, and they've played really well to this point. But every game there's a lot of good teams in the league. Pitt's up there playing well right now. Even the 2 teams we played that maybe weren't picked in your top 3 or 4 are solid teams that have kids that can play. So, for us too, it's obviously the start that we had, and you're going to get people's best shots. Rankings come out and all that stuff. That we got to make sure that we're kind of optimizing who we are each time we're out there and doing the little things. CK's a kid for us that is shooting it really well from 3 right now, but outside of her and Lindsay, we haven't shot the ball very well. So we got to get into where we're making more shots. Where when you struggle to score and you have your 2 for 17s and those slumps, it puts so much pressure to be perfect defensively, and we strive for that, but we know we're not going to be, and we got to be able to just score the ball when stuff breaks down and make some one-on-one plays, which can help on the other side of the ball.
What's this dynamic like with the schedule where you get these couple MIAA games and now the schedule gets a little different again? Obviously, you've got the big road trip coming up, but just talk about kind of coming off of getting that taste of MIAA play and then going back to non-con for a couple weeks here.
Yeah, a little different, and obviously the caliber of teams that we'll play in Florida are, again, it's 2 top 25 type teams. So I think it's going to be good for us just because it's going to be the same type of competition we're going to see in the league. It's not like we're going out here and playing teams that aren't very good, and it's teams that are going to make us better. And hopefully, obviously, we got a little time to get that 0-2 taste out of our mouth from the conference play. But it's a long season. There's a lot of games, and I think this team has a chance to be really good. We just got to make sure we put it all together.
Coach, kind of a parallel to what you're seeing in the college football landscape right now, where strength of schedule is mattering, and it matters so much. And you look at a schedule that you put together for this year, and you see top 25 after top 25 after top 25. Whereas you look to another school, and say they haven't set up their schedule in a way that's like that. You've mentioned over and over again how you see that as a pro, and setting yourself up for a long-term MIAA, what the MIAA has to offer, night in and night out. So you speak a little bit to that, I guess, that how this Nova Southeastern, this Colorado Mesa matchup is going to prepare you again for Fort Hays and Kearney, who are coming in right after the new year.
Yeah, no, basketball definitely a game of resistance. And the better teams you play, they're going to be better at guarding the ball. They're going to be better at their ball screen defense. They're going to have more kids that can score it, where you got to be better one-on-one. So when you play lesser competition, a lot of times you can get away with things that long-term can hurt you just because you don't have that resistance. You're not going against maybe the post players that we'll go against, or the athleticism, or this or that. So yeah, that was we knew going in it was a tough schedule, but we feel like all of this in the long run is going to be good for us. And obviously when you get into regional rankings and stuff, strength of schedule matters. But yeah, I think it's just the habits that we're building every time out there that you got to go out and earn it. And we've seen it even in these early games in conference that if we don't come ready to play, you're going to get beat. So hopefully these two teams will continue to challenge us and we can continue to improve.